Welcome back to episode 5 of the Rare Read podcast. We've been off on a little hiatus, but we're all back. We're all back together, and it's time to rip another one.
Healthy and still in one piece after the few weeks we've been on.
I don't know if I'm healthy, but we're here.
I mean, I got a cough.
You got a little cough.
I got sniffles.
Bro, I got more than just sniffles.
Yeah, I know. You've been on quite a tear recently.
Yeah, we've not been here because of me, so I'll take all the blame. I'll ride the pine for a little bit. I'll sit over here, and it's my fault.
Do you want to explain why you've been gone, or why we've been gone?
Yeah, it's been super busy. Birthday weekend, and then went over to Lost Lands. I was there for a week, and just kind of fucked it all up. So it's on me, boys. I'll take it.
I don't know. A little frustrating. I don't know. No, we're fine.
A little frustrating.
No, we're fine, dude. I'm just kidding.
You want to vent?
Nah.
You want me to sell my 33%?
Nah, bro. It's just a joke, son. Just a joke, son.
How was your
It's been
birthday?
fine.
I mean, kind of leading up to
It was spectacular. Very spectacular. We went out for a very nice dinner planned by Mr. Schmonte over here to my left. I got some seafood, got some oysters, broke some boundaries. My girlfriend ate an oyster. Never done that before.
I didn't want to touch those.
And then we just went and played some pool.
It looked nasty, bro.
That's $7,000.
Oh, was that the same?
It was gross.
Dude, everything's like a blur from these
Yeah,
past 2 weeks.
that was only like 2 weeks ago, and it
Yeah.
feels like it was a year ago.
No, those were disgusting. I was not touching those.
You didn't want to touch the oysters?
No, fuck you. No. And then looking at the menu, too, I was like, fuck. I know me and Sam were debating on the burger for sure.
Uh-huh.
You can't get a burger at a
That's what I
seafood
said.
place.
So I got the fish tacos because it was second
Well, at least you got
cheapest.
That works.
It was still like,
It was the second cheapest.
yeah, it was like $25. But, you know, I didn't want to spool
Did
out.
anyone get the burger?
I
Who
don't think
got
so.
it? Who got it? Ethan did. Ethan got the burger.
Nah, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like seafood, though.
He doesn't like, yeah.
He told
feel
me.
like
He like straight
he's
up
a
told me. He
picky-ass
was like,
boy.
dude, this guy
Yeah.
is... Yeah.
I feel like he's a picky ass boy.
He's kind of like Riley 2.0.
Just,
Straight picky. Eats like 5 things.
no, he'd dive into some seafood, though.
Yeah, I had my birthday weekend, and then.
But that was just the beginning of the weekend, too.
No,
Yeah,
didn't we go to Beacon after dinner? We went to
No.
Yeah, we
we
did.
went to
Beacon,
Beacon,
and then $7,000.
and then $7,000.
And yeah,
Yeah, because everybody was like done, and
I think I went home after Beacon.
We also have a live audience today. Pretty cool.
yeah.
Never done that before, but
Hi, Kata.
got a live audience. Kata,
George.
Mr. Issa, and Noah Philo. He ran off, but yeah, we went to Beacon, which is Grizz's club. It's pretty cool.
Is
It's
that
normally.
confirmed, or is that, or did we just say
I
it?
don't
Just
know.
'cause they live
I heard-
hot?
Wasn't he not
might
there
just-
there?
I might
that
just be
night?
straight capping, honestly. But
Was
yeah.
he not there that night?
No.
No.
No, he was in Detroit.
He was-
I don't fucking
he was-
That fool did play the saxophone, and I told everyone it was Grizz, but I
That was so funny.
damn well.
Did he
it's
get
not
rid-
Yeah.
Grizz.
Well, could you imagine if like one person posted that it was Grizz and that like club filled with
Maybe
20
it was
people?
popping then, because it wasn't that popping that night. But normally it's every night. It's popping. But that was on a
It
Thursday.
was also a Thursday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
And it was raining.
What did we do
True.
Friday and Saturday?
I would have to
Oh.
go through my phone.
I don't remember.
I that's
We went
That's
to El
hard.
Patio. Went to El Patio, I think.
yes. Yeah, that was on Friday. Friday we went to El Patio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that
Did we
was
go
so
anywhere
fun.
else or no? It was just we just
El
went
Patio.
there.
And then we
Yeah.
started making fun of people on the streets for
Yep.
their like cars.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, it's a Rocket League car! This is
Literally.
nuts!"
Trolling people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we had the fucking blur of the birthday weekend. And
I just remember when we were outside, me and Dante, we pulled up late to Beacon from the dinner, and we were smoking a joint outside of it, and it was just raining, and it was just very therapeutic. And then we went in and danced for a little bit. That's all I remember.
You don't remember ripping darts on the roof?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
actually
yeah.
I do. Yeah. That was on. Yeah.
We shredded some darts on the roof.
I remember the darts. I remember the dancing, and then it was kind of just.
And then
Yeah.
we didn't do anything, or you guys didn't do anything Saturday, did you?
No, I think we just move on from the birthday weekend because we don't remember what happened. So that means it was a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah, it
so
was a
we'll,
good
we'll
time.
just we'll
The
accept
memories
that.
that.
Well, I remember on Saturday though. I pulled up to downtown. I remember this vividly. It was me and Cody Wilson. We pulled up, and it was right after fucking, I think it was Whiskey Row got shot up.
Yeah.
But I didn't
that
know.
was Saturday.
Yeah, but I didn't know because I wanted to
home.
go to El Patillo again, and I pull up. There was like a cop car or two, so I just like dropped me here. We got out, walked around the corner. There was like 50 cop cars, and caution tape everywhere. I don't know.
Sunday we went up to your parents' house though. I remember that.
Oh my god!
Crazy,
No,
like,
yeah,
lunch.
that was Saturday, Sunday.
Dude, this motherfucker brought a feast. The biggest feast
Dude.
of all time for like 8 people. It could have
No, dude, it could have felt a village.
literally a village. Like we could have fed a fucking prehistoric village.
I think the fish
for
alone
years.
could have just sufficed.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I threw away
Like-
a lot of fish, which sucks. I ate a lot of it. I ate all the shrimp,
Yeah.
and then the fish got fucking tossed.
Well, I was
unfortunately.
telling my mom, I was like, it's only gonna be like 8 to 10 people, and she's like, okay, I'll give you 8 to 10 people. She must have thought it was like 8 to 10, like
Mexican
massively.
fest. No,
Yeah,
bro,
no, no.
Mexican
'Cause no,
people.
like we can eat, but that was a lot.
It was a
dude.
lot.
Bro, I feel like
That
your
was a
fam though, you guys
lot.
fucking munch, and like that was a lot for my fam.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
But at the same
no
time,
way, dude.
really, it was a lot of food.
Yeah,
It was a
straight
lot of
up.
food.
Straight
Call my
up.
family fat, by the way. I can see everyone giggling.
I didn't call no one fat. I just think you guys can put down some tacos better than I can.
I don't know. When me and Cole Krager go over there, we throw down like 13 tacos.
That is true.
So she was probably like, "Oh, it's just
Oh,
gonna
and
be,
you got
they're
a
gonna be
nice
macking, dude."
birthday like money present from my mom because you eat all of her food.
Literally, did not expect it. And
Yeah.
she gave me an X amount of money I will not name, but if you go to Dante's house and eat all of her mom's food or all of his mom's food, then you're getting a good birthday present. I'll tell you that
That is very true.
for sure. But yeah,
true.
So
Laura
you
for
always go to
birthday
Taco
weekend, and
Tuesdays.
then worked Monday, Tuesday, and then I was off for a minute. Yeah, I was
I'm just kidding.
Wednesday, you left Wednesday morning, right?
Wednesday. Yeah, I had a almost 12-hour travel day. Got to the airport at around 9 o'clock. Flew off at like 11. Then landed in Charlotte at like 8, and then I got hammered at this.
I was gonna
bar.
say, did you have airport beers?
Yes.
Airport beers or airport shots?
Yeah, I did, but it actually, like, it's usually nice. Like, you have some beers and you get on your plane. Like, my plane got delayed like over almost 2 hours.
Oh,
And so
man,
I was
I would've-
stressing. I was hammering beers and I was stressing. I was like, is my flight even gonna leave?
Right.
And we had to be to the fest by midnight. And I landed in Columbus, which from the airport to Lost Lands was a 45-minute drive. I landed at 11 o'clock and jumped in a car, and we went straight to Lost Lands.
Wow.
It was insane. And we all met up at a Walmart, and there was probably about I think 11 cars, total of 25 plus people. We all met up. We put fucking pink balloons out the windows. We followed each other in.
Damn.
And then
But that just lets you like get in together, right? So you can all like
Yeah, but
park
then-
and take all your shit together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because what was like the sleeping arrangement like with all you guys around? Like, did
it
you
was
guys, like-
easy. It was pretty organized. Like, everyone had a camping spot, right? And then you can
Yeah.
fit probably like 2 tents per. You have your car, and then probably like 2 tents, and then we had, like, awnings covers, I guess call it. And
Okay.
we made a row between. There was like it was perfect. So it was about 11 cars. So we had like 2, 2, 2, 2. And we lined it all up to where we had tents and then awnings all the way through, and then tapestries to pretty much doors to where you were sleeping.
But you have videos and everything of that, right? Like videos, photos.
Was it
Or
kind of like a
kinda
hotel room?
just
kinda
pictures
like
of you in there?
setup? Like everyone was just kind of straight up connected.
No,
divided?
yeah, we were all together, but me and Kanta's tent was kind of fucking brutal. We had our tent was literally, we had a tent queen mattress, and it blew up so high that it was like, it was only
It was
the
too
mattress.
big?
So you open the door,
Oh no!
and it was the bed. You got into the bed, like,
so
you're,
everything was just, it had to be on the bed then too.
yeah, when it was,
So
no,
there's no-
we had all of our shit in cars. So like, if we were changing, we would change in the cars, and then,
Oh, that makes
but
sense.
bro, you're not in the, like, you're only in the tent if you're sleeping. Because we had the couch, we had the lounging areas, so like you're not really in the tent, and it gets so hot. that
Sure.
You're not in that John unless you're sleeping.
Would you say it was like a clean fest, or was it kind of like
It was
little
very clean. I think.
grimy?
I've been to a
that's
lot of
my biggest
festivals,
question,
and
too.
the showers were pretty clean. The only thing that sucked with the showers were the guys' lines were longer than the girls' lines. Isn't that weird?
I don't fucking know. Like,
well, yeah.
Wouldn't you think the girls' lines would be longer?
Yes, I would think so. But I feel like the girls are preparing so that they don't have to wash their hair. Or if they do anything, it's just like dry shampoo.
What sucked too was
Yeah.
the showers were open from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So you'd get back and you can't shower. You have to wait till the morning.
Oh, so you got like, oh, dude, that's
yeah, bro.
okay, that's a little grimy.
You get in your tent and you're fucking nasty.
Yeah.
that's fair. All right.
You don't even know how you're feeling half the time though when you get back to your tent.
Yeah.
From like a festival day.
Yeah, and I've been watching Couchlands for forever since like it started. I think 2017, and I thought I had like an image in my mind of what it was gonna be like, and I could not have imagined what it was actually
Right.
like.
I know. I was watching the live stream the whole time, and I've watched it for like
wasn't.
a few years. I know you're not watching that shit, but
I saw everyone was watching.
Who was-
I mean, I saw the highlights, like the main clips of stuff, but
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Couchlands though.
who was your favorite like big artist, and then who was your favorite like smaller artist that's up and coming?
Black Tiger Sex Machine was my favorite big artist because he played. I'm kind of biased.
That was your favorite set?
Yes, by far. Which
Really?
a lot of people don't even have that in their top 5, which kind of makes me sad. But for me personally, was by far my favorite. And then
Really?
up and coming. I mean, I feel like
Was it a solo or a back to back?
What do you mean?
Did he have a back to back?
No.
No, it was just them.
But it was his first time. So they're a trio,
yeah.
and 2 of
Oh, I
them
thought it was
mixed.
a duo.
No, it's true.
No, it's a trio.
That's sick.
But this was the first time they did a duo because both of them mixed, and then the third guy ran the lights in their helmets, and so they told him to fuck off.
Oh shit.
And there was just 2 of them this time around. But yeah, they did it. They did it.
Who are we doing that to in this group? Who's the one on stage and who's the one that's getting the light treatment? Never mind, don't answer
I'm
that.
probably running the lights, I guess. I mean, I'll take the dive. I'll take the
that
dive.
back.
But yeah, they were fucking insane. That was
That's
probably
sick.
the best time I've had at a show in a really long time. And then up and coming, I feel like Chibs.
They normally have crazy sets. I remember them at Red Rocks.
We're
Yeah.
gonna see them at Red Rocks here soon.
Chibs was
Oh, really?
pretty like
Karachi.
he's pretty prominent.
Oh yeah.
Chips.
Yeah,
Chips
but
is fun. He's really fun.
that's the most fun I had at a show for the weekend. My favorite was BTSM, but the most fun I had was at Chibs. But I feel like up and coming, my favorite was Alien Park, which he got actually named EDM Artist of the Week. I don't know if you guys like follow like Instagram accounts, but he got named EDM Artist of the Week
Nope.
Yeah.
this week because of his set at Lost Lands.
I don't know.
Nope.
Does anyone know who like runs like Dubstep FBI? Do you know
Me.
who that is
Yeah, I
on
do.
Instagram? You do?
Yeah, I know.
I like followed everything he posted because it was all like
It's actually a
behind
bunch
the
of
scenes.
girls.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was following like behind the scenes of all of Lost Lands just through that account, and then I was watching Couchlands, and it was just you're not there, but like you.
So
are
then,
there.
what was your favorite set to watch?
BTSM for sure?
Oh, okay.
That anime set was nuts.
Yeah.
And I mean, we kind of got like a sneak peek of it in Vegas when they were playing at the outdoor venue we went to before EDC. Just remember, it was BTSM.
Yeah, they played only Naruto though. This one, it was like they had an hour-long
They
set,
did
so they
Attack
played
on
like
Titan too, right?
yeah. So they did like the very beginning was AOT. They did like 15-20 minutes AOT. Then it was like 15-20 minutes of Naruto. Then they did Berserk.
Demon
and
Slayer?
then- Huh?
Demon Slayer?
Nope.
Nope.
Berserk, Attack on Titan, One Piece, and
Naruto.
and Naruto. So it was like split up those 4 between the hour-long set.
That's
But
sick.
there was I loved every single set we saw besides Shaq, and I was almost the most excited for Shaq, and he fucking sucked because I feel bad
Really?
Mosh pit.
Bro.
No?
Put your hands up.
Ladies mosh pit.
It is only mosh pit.
Dude, I would love to see that.
No,
That
I
would
mean,
be so funny.
Bro, and I pretty much convinced like
did you
everyone.
convince everyone?
Pretty much, yeah.
Who else was performing at the time?
Everyone in the group.
I
went?
didn't convince like some people wanted to go, but I was like, we should go to this.
Dude, it's
And
Shaq. Why
it
not?
Sucked ass.
Have you ever seen
my
Shaq
God.
live?
No, I
Oh,
want
I've
to
seen him
go.
live once.
He's
Oh,
not.
he pulls up the temple
I feel like he
sometimes.
pretends like he's touching the decks, and he's just not.
I fully believe that take
I
of
really
it.
liked his visuals. Whoever does his visuals, his lights,
Dude,
really
he
yeah.
barely
fucking good, but-
he's such a big name. He just has to show up and like
well, Ray Volpe makes all of his music, so
Oh shit.
Single artist in the scene writes every single song that he releases.
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
He's a DJ.
He doesn't have that much
He's a
time
DJ.
to do
He's
that
not a
shit,
producer.
bro.
straight up.
I mean,
If
but
I had a platform where I
even-
could just do whatever I want, I would do that shit too. Like, Just hit up the biggest artist at the time and have them make your shit for you.
But not even that. You know, like the even though
More
he's
clicks.
like taking
More money.
in the music or like the help from other DJs, he's still putting on these like really small DJs onto like his albums that
Right.
I've never heard of.
Yeah,
Right.
I really
And then bringing him
respect
to,
And
like,
that's one way
perform with
he
them.
could use it too. Yeah.
the all-girl lineups. I think is really fucking
The
cool.
Shaq All Stars.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. All the girls and then him, which I think is fucking awesome. But personally, like,
Oh, they all
I did
throw
not
down
have
and
fun
he
at his
comes
set. We
out?
left and we went to Peekaboo.
Oh really?
Okay, so he's playing batters, bro.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, batters around me.
That would be sick to see live. We're
So
gonna
I-
see it sick soon.
Okay, so then
no Skrillex.
Yeah, we're gonna see him soon.
Yeah.
besides the music, like what was your like favorite like memory that feels like a core memory? Something that you can remember, like outside of the music.
What's
like,
gonna be
that's a really
something
good
you
question.
never forget from that?
Was it you doing the stupid chainsaw wind up and dancing around?
Jumping
with-
Well, I mean, that
around
was
and
part of the
shit.
music. That was really fun with Ethan. Yeah, doing the chainsaw dance with Chibs was pretty unforgettable.
Mhm.
Oh man, dude, there's so many. Like,
bet.
I'm thinking about it, and it's literally like a fucking.
Does it feel like a floodgates?
It's like a fucking. Oh man.
It's like a blur, but you
Yeah.
can also like,
Being,
get, like a
being
bunch
at
of
the
like memories.
being at the
that-
camp was fun. Like
Yeah.
I really, no one like, kind of, wanted to cook.
Uh-huh.
And I like don't care about cooking. I enjoyed it, so I really enjoyed like cooking for people and giving
Fair.
them their food. Like everyone's dead in the camp in the morning,
Mhm.
and I just kind of like cooked for everybody and revived everyone. And I
That's
was
Yeah.
like,
nice.
hell
Fair.
yeah! So I kind of really enjoyed that.
That's nice. Yeah.
I enjoy doing that at my house when, but like when you're dead personally, and then like everybody else who's there,
Is
or if
also
it's just your
dead.
family is also dead, and then you end up cooking breakfast for them.
Right. Right.
You feel so good. And I feel like next year if we do Lost Lands,
I'm,
Chef
If-
Dante
I'm really
and Chef
debating it,
Logan
man.
are
If-
taking over.
Yeah, there's no F.
Okay, so
I feel like we need to bring
I'm
in
taking
Katya
over.
here. I think Katya needs to come and say some words here. Come here.
Yes. She's got a mouthful of food at Panda
She's
Express.
over here chiming in, so I think we need to get some opinions here.
For sure. Hello, Miss Catalina.
Hi, everybody.
So you want to introduce yourself and then give us your thoughts on Lost Lands.
Playing that.
Yeah, so I'm Catalina Mayoka. I'm Logan's girlfriend. Lost Lands was my first real camping festival, and it was probably one of the best experiences like I've ever been through. I think I met like so many beautiful people that I'm gonna remember for literally ever.
Gotta move the drinks. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, intermission real quick. But yeah, it was just the vibes, the people, the music, the stage. It was insane. I wish everybody could experience Lost Lands. I want to go back already, even though I actually died. This is not what I usually sound like. I mean, I'm going back to normal, but yeah.
I don't
Well, it doesn't help that your birthday was literally right after. So,
Yeah,
like,
literally went on like
it's-
a Lost
it's not-
Lands bender
It
for
was
a week.
it was
and came
Logan's
back.
birthday before Lost Lands.
Yeah. So
Then
you guys
they
literally
went
had
to
like
Lost
a
Lands,
3-week
and then they
bender.
came back to
Yeah.
from Lost Lands, and it was her birthday. That's
Yeah.
kind of
And then we
why
come
this
in
whole
October,
thing's been
And
fucking.
now we have a show like every week.
Dude, we have Grizz this
it's
Thursday.
October. We gotta-
have-
we have to squeeze it all out.
Nixon, by the way.
Oh,
Saturday.
when's?
It was $20.
We have to-
I have the Silver Stick tournament this
Got
weekend.
shit to do, man.
Yeah, I was about to say it's October. It's when everything's starting to wrap up before the
Spooky
winter
season.
winter hits, and so I don't know. We just got a lot of shit to do this month.
So many birthdays in September.
True.
Love all my Virgos and Libras out there.
Oh god.
Okay.
no!
But
God.
yeah, no, it's been a fucking amazing birthday month.
So
The
give us your favorite set, your favorite all-time set, and then give us like your, like he said, your up and coming like
Yeah.
favorite set. I know your favorite set was Alien Park, so kind of like mix in, but give us like your like main stage favorite set, and then your favorite set off main stage.
Okay, so honestly, well, I don't know if this counts, but my favorite like set was the pre-party at main stage. I think
Hot
it was
dogs.
just like it was just like a ton of people going back to back, like a ton of DJs. It was absolutely insane. You couldn't even tell.
People.
Yeah.
15
Really?
people.
They were just mixing?
Are you kidding me?
Well,
They were
yeah.
just on.
Excision,
I think my
Sullivan King.
favorite
No
part
way.
was when it was Wooly,
That would've been
Excision,
fun.
Sullivan King,
And
and Hole, and one other person
Hole?
up on stage. I think Subtronics was up there too. But
All wearing a whole shirt.
it was
That's
just
what-
high
that's why I looked at
vibrations
you.
the
I was
whole
like, I know you
time.
got.
I think that was my favorite main stage set. I don't know. I would say Subtronics, but your girl was dead on the second day. Let me tell you.
You died?
I can only imagine.
I
dude.
was a little sicky poo. And, yeah, dabbled in some things. Ended up on the coochie couch for like 2.5
You want to explain
hours.
what the coochie couch is? Because no one's going to know what
Oh,
that
yeah.
is.
Okay, so
No,
the
I'll
coochie couch-
put it up. I'll put it up.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
Can you're going to explain what it is.
So the coochie couch is this like inflatable couch thing that you can literally just set up in the middle of a concert or a venue.
Do you
Not
remember
really
all the
down
names
here.
that we made up?
Yeah, so actually I only remember 2. But I'll say my favorite one is the Labia Lounge.
And I also invented the cervix crasher.
The cervix crasher.
Yeah,
the
so we got
coochie
Labia
couch.
Lounge, Cervix Crasher, and Coochie Couch.
But-
If we're like in a group of Coochie Couches, it's the Coochie Corner or the Labia Loungers.
Did you? This is completely unrelated, but did you guys see the little ducky daycare on the ground?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that looks.
Oh wait,
You know
no,
what I'm
yes,
talking about?
Yes, they're like
Where they
leave
had, like,
your duck and
cones?
come get it at 6 o'clock or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah. They like left
Yeah.
cones and like
What?
ducky daycare.
That
It
was
was so
also
cute.
like one of my favorite parts
What
of Lost
stage
Lands.
was
It was
that?
super like no, it wasn't at a stage. It was at a campsite.
Oh.
But it was
Oh.
really like like so many people had trinkets. Like I brought home so many cute little like souvenir things that random people were passing out,
Fair.
and it was so cute. Like everybody just wants to gift you random stuff, and I think it's
Mhm.
really fun. And
Who was
awesome.
the girl that you guys stacked all that shit on?
What's her name?
One of my
Alex?
friends, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
She
you guys-
literally fell asleep at main stage 3rd day, and literally, I shit you not, 40 people were just going in like dropping random little cute trinkets on her and shit.
She was out for a minute.
Plus
son.
handles, champagne.
Yeah, I remember, dude. It got excessive. Yeah, it got excessive, dude. It was
Was
crazy.
she like just passed out?
Yeah,
like,
she was
tired,
just tired. It was it was pretty
Day
much
4.
day 5, but day 4.
How long is the festival? Because I know there's a day 0, which is like opening, and then
You
there's
can
like
get
1,
early
2,
entry
3.
Wednesday is the earliest.
Well, yeah.
Music starts on Wednesday.
It
You can
says
go
Tuesday,
in Tuesday,
but it's Wednesday night at midnight.
Holy
don't
shit.
crush that pod, dude.
Anyways.
Anywho.
What did you think of the main stage?
Oh, it was so cool. There was so much.
It was redesigned this year,
so
right?
much to look at.
Really?
Yeah.
Every 2 years they redo it, so we got
The
we got
stage
much-
So
is-
next year
Oh,
it'll
is
be
it
the
revamped?
pterodactyls.
Oh, so it's gonna be the same thing next year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably with like a couple little changes, but they keep the same stage for basically 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
No.
too. Excision said it was the best Lost Lands he's ever done on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Really?
Which I think the first one was like crazy for him, but he's like, besides the first one, this was
This
the
one
best
was?
one.
Did he say why?
Just everything.
Yeah, I
They
Just
just
like
also
the
had a
production quality
really-
too.
Yeah.
I feel like even what I saw, like even just the overall awareness around the festival was a lot better this year. Like you saw it everywhere. It was promoted,
Well, I mean,
and it was well done.
At this festival, I mean, at most other festivals or venues, they'll charge you like $8 for water. It was $2 for a bottle of water.
Oh, true.
And they had like a whole ground control team, like full of like 400 like people that volunteered basically to just go and walk around through the crowds and make sure everybody was okay. Like they were handing out free waters. It was
Damn.
really cool. Earplugs, like
Damn.
expensive, really
That's
nice
how it
earplugs.
was
Oh, is
at,
that how you got them?
That's how it was at the
you
last
get it
Excision.
In your Lost Lands package, so
Oh,
you get
no
like
shit.
a little dinosaur,
Yeah.
and you get
Oh.
earplugs and a couple other things.
That's how
Really
that
cool.
I feel that same vibe when we went to Utah for the Excision.
it was
Yeah.
like that, but on fucking steroids.
Yeah,
You
I
guys all
know.
went to
I
that
just
though,
meant
right?
like the hospitality
Yeah, we
and
were
stuff.
there.
Like
You
Do we
people
wanna
walking
dabble
around
into that
dumping
story?
waters on us
Don't you
and
have videos
fucking
of Noah and him
Yeah.
and headbanging?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's actually insane.
Yeah, so to dabble into that story, we've been dating for a little bit, but we've had like friend groups that have known each other for a good amount of time. And just after COVID, there was like the drive-in shows, and then the first show we could go to was Excision. and me, Sander, Noah, and Dylan Ridley went out to Utah for Excision.
Mm-hmm.
And Kata has videos of me and Noah in the background dancing, and we didn't know each other.
What?
Yeah, you didn't
I'll
know
pull it up
that?
for you. I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah.
What's
What?
right here, but
Yeah, we're literally in the background. Like, I have my Louis Vuitton shorts on. You're fucking back there.
yeah.
Bro, I'm not even kidding.
Literally right behind.
Editor, put it
That's
up,
that's
please.
one of my favorite. That's still one of my favorite. I know it's one of my more early shows that I've gone to, like when I first started getting into it, but it's still one of my favorites. Like just the
Yeah,
whole
so much
atmosphere,
fun. Dude, that
like getting in the
Airbnb
Airbnb. Yeah, getting the Airbnb, driving all the way up there. Like so that's I can only imagine what like Lost Lands is.
That was fucking insane.
Like I
Isn't
can
that
only
all the
imagine.
houses?
We had like a literal.
Plus any just
village
in
of
general any
people.
other one, but
It was.
I don't know.
Literally
Coachella and
just
Lost
an
Lands I definitely want to go to. I don't know about EDC.
Bro, Coachella, they raised their ticket prices $200 this year. So it was
What?
$499 last year.
Yeah.
It's $699 this year.
Holy shit.
So unless the lineup is like the greatest
Yeah,
thing I've
insane-o.
ever seen, I will not
And
be
Mr.
there,
Frank doesn't do his thing.
unfortunately.
No, I don't think they're gonna bring back
No.
Frank after
I
that
hope
whole debacle. He literally fucked over so many people. I
You
get,
know the whole story behind that,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
Yeah.
I understand it. I think everybody knows.
So he
Yeah.
tried to do the ice skating rink, and then 20 minutes before his show, he was like, I don't want the ice skating rink. I don't want any of it. So they took it all out. It took
Yeah,
probably
that
like
was
30,
way-
45 minutes, cut into his set, and then he performed for like 20 minutes and then left.
Yeah.
But we got blessed because weekend 2, we got Skrillex back-to-back, Fortet back-to-back,
Yeah,
Fred
dude.
again.
Oh my god.
You know what's crazy too is that
I love throwing
like,
that one on.
little moment brought up EDM so much into like the mainstream because I know
Yeah.
EDM's big, but it's not Coachella big where they
Right.
headline it because they'll always bring like Kendrick. They'll bring out
Right.
literally like
There's
Kendrick,
different
Frank
levels to
Ocean, and I don't know who else to describe, but
Because like Drake and Kendrick, like those numbers are way bigger than like
yeah.
any
But
EDM
everybody
artist
knows
by
who
like
Skrillex is.
quadruple.
Even your mom would know Skrillex.
Yeah.
Like
My mom knows.
Well, yeah, yours mom.
Yeah.
Would yours?
My
Would
first
your
show
mom
when I
know?
was
I don't know if my
or
mom
no,
would.
12 or 13, and my mom bought me the ticket to go.
Would your guys' mom know who Skrillex is? No. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Like,
Skrillex is,
no,
absolutely.
my mom definitely knows who Skrillex is.
I mean, I brought
I'm
it up,
always
but
talking
like,
about music.
We have any final thoughts on Lost Lands? You have anything else you want to say, Kata?
I know. Go to fucking Lost Lands. That's all I gotta say.
I'll be there next
Well,
year.
it
looks
Regret
like
it, I
it looks
promise.
like we're going next year. So
Yeah, I mean, after
throw
seeing
up
our
a pod in
camp
Lost
setup,
Lands.
I'm so inspired to make the most like insane camping setup.
And it was
Yeah.
so dope too. Like we rolled into that festival 25 people deep minimum. Like
That's
just
crazy.
our camp group, which was fucking awesome. Like
Yeah, I don't think
anything you needed, somebody had it.
I don't think it was more than 30, but there was 25 to 30 of us, and we had a little village,
It
and
was so lit.
nothing went wrong the entire time. There was
Damn.
nothing I could name that I was like, yeah, that
Nobody's
sucked.
cars
I wish I had the
died,
same
nobody-
experience at EDC. That would be awesome.
Yeah, let's
All right, I'm
let's
just
not
out.
touch on that.
Much love to this podcast, darlings. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So what do you want to move on to? We didn't make a script for this episode. We were like, we're just gonna roll with the balls. So I'm gonna leave it up to Dante and Sander to go into some shit. Sander looks like he knows some shit he wants to talk
No,
about. So
I'm just
I
looking at
looked
Georgie over
over
there. I'm looking at Georgie over there. I don't know.
Do you have a topic? You want to
Georgie
jump in?
might want to jump in here. Fucking,
Come on,
he's
Georgie.
coming. Hey,
Your mic or my mic?
I don't care.
You can do both.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, it's gonna be a bitch
shit.
for me.
Let's do your mic over there.
Mine.
Yeah. I
do
feel
you
like that's a
wanna
good
talk
angle
about,
there.
Oh, introduce him first.
What's up,
Introduce him.
Georgie?
Go ahead.
I'm
What's
George
up?
Issa. What did I want to talk about? I mean, I wanted to talk about, I guess, why you guys enjoy going to shows and, like, what does it bring up for you that you want to go back and you want to see artists and, like, what is it, like, invoking you?
I like that. I have a huge. I want you guys to go first because I can go crazy on this. So you guys go first.
Go ahead,
I mean,
Cinnamon.
recently it's been more just to spend time with these guys. I don't really care that much about the music recently. I mean, some is better than others, but I haven't really been on my game with who's coming to town and anything. I've been just
You used to be into it.
Yeah, I know, but now I just know that you guys are gonna get me into something, so I just ride along with it. So, and then when it doesn't happen, I'm like, fuck. So, but
Sure.
I just like the ability to have all of us there and enjoying the same music, and whether it's Thursday or Saturday, like it's still a good time.
So what I can link it to is Shaq talked about. They were talking to Shaq and they were like, "You've done so many things. You're so fucking famous. You've done so much fucking shit. You played pro basketball. You played in the finals. Like, why do you go to EDM Fest? Why are you a DJ?" And he was like, "The only place I can replicate a Game 7 NBA final was to a crowd at a music festival or show." So I kind of feel the same way, like how I felt alive, like at hockey or riding my motorcycle or just doing shit like that. Like, shit makes me feel fucking alive. So I don't
That's
know.
a good
People
take.
are like,
I like that.
people talk hella shit on fucking going to shows and whatnot, and that's just what I do to have fucking fun and let loose.
Yeah, I think from the I haven't been to as many as you guys, but from the ones I have been to, it almost brings out like a feeling sometimes that I've felt before. Like, it makes me think of moments that had happened in the past that you can't like replicate, but sometimes when you go there, like it brings it back
Like that
out of you.
7 energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, it makes
And
me feel like a kid again.
it does.
sometimes, too.
Right.
It does make yes, and it brings back that childlike enjoyment of you're not thinking about who's looking at you or what's going. Like, you're just enjoying. You're in the state of the music, and I think
with your friends.
with your friends, and it. So yeah, and then it relates back to like like other stuff you do in life. Like for me, hockey or just any sort of. It just brings back those feelings.
It's just so pure. It relates to everything. It makes you feel pure. It makes you feel alive. That's all really you can put it down to. Like, you're with your friends, you're in the moment, and put your phones away, and that's all that fucking matters. Like, yeah, we're gonna take some videos, but besides that, like, it's where you can go to be yourself and not really give a fuck.
I think it's the atmosphere too.
The atmosphere?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will agree with that. I think it's just nice being able to go to a place like this. Is like the difference between clubbing and raving. We've already been over it, but like when we go out to these shows, man, it's just so fun to be goofy and in a place where people are just like, they're either on the same wavelength as you or you're just
10 times higher.
or 10 times like way out there. But even then, like the music, the bass hitting your chest, like seeing your friends smile and just dance around.
Yeah, and get goofy and wild because everyone's all
like half the things about the night you don't even remember, and then the other half that you do remember, it's just like the best time of your life.
exactly.
Like there have been so many shows that we've gone to this year that feel like it's gone repetitive, but I remember so many moments from those shows that I look around and I'm like, this is why we're all best friends.
This is why we're here. Yeah.
And the music's fun, the friends are even better, and I think rave culture's sick, and I think it's in a pretty decent spot. It kind of blurs a little dying, but I would say like at certain festivals, at certain shows, it's there. It's like super alive, and you die, 10 people are taking care of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, I think just the type of people that tend to go to festivals and these kind of things are some of the nicest people you come across. And
Well, what's the old saying like of the whole rave community? What is it?
A plur.
Plur?
Yeah. Peace.
respect. Yeah.
And responsibility.
So
And
No responsibility on my
That's
So
a
Plur,
great
baby.
point, is, it's good to have fun and let loose, but then like where do you draw the line of like, okay,
does someone want to repeat player because I know they didn't hear that? So
peace, love,
Unity,
respect.
respect.
and then
We can throw responsibility.
Double R.
2 R's, baby.
Yeah.
what shows have you been to? What shows?
So
I know you went to
I've been to
Echo Mountain.
So my first one, I actually went with Noah. We went to Nightmare. That was at Red Rocks, and I still remember it. Like,
Yeah,
very well.
boy.
Just being in that
The atmosphere.
Like Red Rocks. Like,
It's magical, dude.
For the first time, it was like something I never experienced. Like when you go there and you just feel the energy, you can't even describe it in words almost.
Oh, like the walk up to the actual
Just-
The walk up, I'm gassed.
I'm
Okay?
gassed, but I can hear the music.
I need a
and you can
camelback
hear,
to
like-
get up that ramp,
Oh,
dude.
dude, it is. The energy builds up the closer you get.
No,
Even though
yeah.
you're fucking like winded.
Depend-
Oh, yeah.
Depends on when
Going,
you
like,
show
that walk
up, too.
Yeah.
That walk up the mountain was.
It's a hike, dude. It's a hike.
Like,
Punches you in the face, bro. Or the
blows
gut,
your-
whatever.
blows your top, like.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I think too. Something I want to add on is like a lot of people have a lot of like misconceptions towards like drugs and substance abuse. Like you do not need substances or drugs to go and have fun at a fucking rave. Like
Same.
No.
Yeah.
I've taken my sister, just me and her, by myself to festivals, and we have not done. I mean, my sister's fucking 14, and I've stayed sober the whole weekend. She obviously has not done fucking anything, but we've had a fucking blast. Like
Me?
Yeah, you know, actually, that's a good segue. I'll take that. Go.
Get into her, George. Spread it.
I had, like trouble with, using substance and like getting lost in the sauce in a way. And now I kind of, there's ways to engage like back and have that same experience without, going crazy and just losing it.
Right, yeah. I know me and Dante were actually just talking about that, actually. About trying to go to more shows with more of a... more sober. Just not trying to take too much.
Dude, I went to
drink or smoke
Wooly.
too much or anything.
I went to Wooly.
The first night I was sober.
I saw you.
Yeah.
Really?
With Logan.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Really? Was I not there?
That's actually the night I met you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I mean, it wasn't my favorite, type of music. Actually, Wooly was great, but the people leading up, and it was just so like muddy and.
Oh, dude,
I couldn't get.
Killer.
I could not get into it.
Yeah.
That day, but I mean.
Oh, yeah. I went the second day.
Yeah, you went the second day. I went the first night.
That's where I lost my
went
vape.
both nights, but yeah, I went that first night. I
haven't bought another one since, baby.
I was.
I'm good.
I was driving everybody or driving Logan back that night, and so I went to the show. And I actually enjoyed like being there, sober, and it's just a much different vibe because we go to so many shows. And I like kind of realized it where I drink a lot of alcohol. Like I won't even like count. Like,
right.
Like it kind of sucks.
I think it's you and me normally drink.
I just like to drink,
hefty
and then
amount.
Occasionally I'll have like a little bit of a.
It depends on what we're doing. Depends on how much is going down.
I think.
I'm always bringing it, so we're good.
The whole point of like using substance is just to get you to that like.
That level of like
place in your head of like
I'm content here, but you don't need it to be content
absolutely
and having that good time.
And that I think that's a good like a beautiful thing I've come to learn was that this is you can have even better time and then you remember everything
exactly.
You take care
of
your
that's
friends.
one thing that's been
and people actually have started to gravitate towards me more in those situations where everyone's been drinking or whatnot, and then I have even a better time, honestly.
Right. Because you're able to observe more and be more in the moment versus being then, like just around and going through it. You
kind of shift into a different position. When you I mean. To each their own. There's like the same thing with most things in life. There's so many different ways you can do the same. Like there's many different means to an end, right? But,
right.
I think that's like a good life lesson almost.
Right. Dabble, but not take too much. Don't get lost.
Definitely.
But it's not needed at the same time.
Not too many people hear a podcast, obviously, but because we're so new. But I think for those that are like listening, I definitely think that you should take into consideration that whole little conversation piece, because even now, like, I'm getting older and I'm feeling like everything that I do after a show, and it's just time to be a little bit more responsible, even for the younger ones too. Like our younger selves would have told us to, buzz off, but I think it's an important message, especially for the new upcoming like generation.
Bro, but you're gonna look back one day and be like, damn, I wish I went harder.
Yes and no.
Yes, but
I think there's a time. I think you need to get to a place where it's a time and a place.
I think.
And
I'm sorry.
I just feel like it'd be better if it was occasional versus more frequent.
Yeah.
And that I'm trying to find my more occasions to do it versus just doing it and going crazy all the time.
I think also when you take a substance like a psychedelic, and you have that incredible experience, and your brain almost, like, I could get into like the science of it, but you basically like reach a level, right, and you're like, wow, like you're blown away, and then it's like over time you want to get back to that point, but
Right, you're chasing the dragon.
chasing the dragon,
dude.
It's a
You're
good
chasing
way to
it.
put it. But then Logan was saying, I wish we went harder or whatnot. But like a lot of times I'll look back and be like, man, like it passed, like it's gone. Next.
You don't need drugs to do it, bro.
No, I'm not saying no, absolutely.
You go to a
That's
show
what we're
and go
talking
sober
about.
and really let loose.
Yeah, that's
You
what we're
can
saying.
Do it, like,
That's what we're
without
saying.
Substances.
Yeah.
It's like you just have to feel it. It's not a certain feeling where
Right.
you can go and you can let loose, and you don't need alcohol, you don't need psychedelics, you don't need anything, and you can go and have fun.
Exactly. That's
Right.
what. Exactly.
And also, I'm sure many people, like you mentioned, Shaq, or just people have lives. Everyone has lives outside of, your extracurriculars, and you want to have fun. So, that is important to like have a balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Yeah.
I think it also affects the long term sometimes, like just the overall recovery process. Sometimes it affects it. So sometimes it's nice to go hard, but going to work hungover most of the time is not that fun.
I think the subject I really want to move on to is Dante's.
Wait.
Sister
Before
got
that,
married. You have more thoughts?
No. But I need a cut. I need a pee, and I know I'm the star.
So I would really like to dabble into the happiest day of Dante's life, his sister's wedding. Tell us about your emotions and your feelings.
Oh my!
I was
That's
such
a
a
tape.
crybaby that day.
Really?
I bet you were.
You got emotional.
I like driving up to the place. We went to the hotel first and got.
Where was it
changed.
at though?
We were in Boulder.
Okay.
I forgot what the canyon's called, but you literally drive up like 3 miles.
El Dorado?
Boulder Creek
And
Canyon.
when
Yep.
you drive three
Sounds
miles
fun.
up the road, and there's this like awesome venue just literally right off to the left on the river. Kind of reminded me of that Airbnb that everyone was staying in for Echo Mountain. Like,
okay.
but the venue was like way bigger, and it was just, I don't know, dude. Like, I showed up, and I was like, okay, I'm just chilling here. Nobody has signal. I couldn't get a hold of my parents, and then they showed up. My other family showed up. I was pouring everybody champagne, and then got to go upstairs. Got my boutonniere on, and then they finally said
Your
like
boutonniere.
a what?
Your boutonniere.
My boutonniere, and
What the fuck?
that's like the flower thing from like.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was your best moment?
I don't know.
I think it was the first time seeing my sister. I pretty much.
Did she like come out and take pictures, or
Yeah.
first time seeing her, she walked with your dad?
What was crazy was that we got everyone to move to the actual seating, and then she snuck off on this like little back alley like hike path.
Okay.
And got down to the river so that we could all take photos. And they took her down the left side of it, and we went down the main way, and that's when we saw her for the first time. And I literally just looked at her and just started bawling, and I was like biting my cheek, and I was like turning away, and I was like, I don't know how much I can cry. And then I didn't want to make her cry because she had all of her makeup like ready and perfect, and it was just like a really sweet moment because I knew I was gonna cry, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
I haven't been to a wedding. My dad's like friend got married when I was like a little ass kid, but besides that, I've never been to like a true wedding, like someone I knew. So, do you have like your speech on your phone, or?
I did, but the thing is that my speech, in the middle of it, I kind of got really nervous, and for some reason, I just closed it. And then
And you just kept going.
And then I just let it rip, just like normal. Just
Do you
yeah.
have a little
I like that.
section where
I
that
like
you
that.
really, really liked? I'd love to hear it.
If you're okay with that.
I think I'll tell you like the funniest part of the speech.
Yeah, give us
I
a little
literally just
section.
told I'm Dante, I'm Julieta's aka Hootie, that's her nickname.
You
Younger
said what?
brother.
What was her nickname?
Hootie. Like
Hootie?
Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't know where
That's
it came
hard
from.
because of Uli, and then it was what?
Hootie and Uli. Hootie. Yeah, I know. And but the funniest thing I said, I literally just looked at everyone. I was like, we go way back. And that was the one like little one punchline, and it made everyone laugh. And I was like, okay, I'm a little bit more comfortable. So then I got into it, and then I kind of just talked about the like childhood we had, because my parents were so busy growing up with our small business that it kind of became her responsibility to become our babysitter and our mom.
Right.
And then a lot of it was on my own, like learning things, but she took the important role of like mom after us. And you know, there was a moment when I was younger that I'll say, like, from jumping from cribs to dance with you and breaking my arm, to leaning on your shoulder when I went through breakups and dark times as a teen and an adult. You've gifted me with the life lessons that I knew I would need down the road. You taught me to respect everyone, how to treat women, and how to be a respectful older sibling to Uli, and not only lead him, but help him grow into himself. And so that's like my favorite part of the speech.
That's beautiful, dude.
Kind of like brought me a little bit to tears right now.
Yeah.
But
That is beautiful.
But you would think that too,
Holy
like you're
fuck.
the oldest. You're not
Dude,
the oldest.
I'm not the oldest. I'm actually, because we have our oldest half brother,
Wow.
Junior, and then there's Amber, who's the younger one from him, and then my sister, then me, and then Uli. My sister, Julieta, is actually only a half sister to me, because she has a different dad, but Uli and I are the product of my parents.
Right.
But my dad basically took her in, so she's like our full sister.
Right.
And so
What did you think about your sister walking down the aisle? Because for me, I think the happiest day of my life will either be my sister getting married or me getting married. So I really am looking forward to seeing my sister walk down the aisle with my dad.
yeah.
So what did you think about that?
Well, I walked my mom down the aisle, so I had her arm locked in, and it was really sweet. I was like holding back tears, just like walking down the aisle. I was going like this just to like calm my eyes down. And then I finally got over there, and I looked back, and my dad was walking my sister down the aisle, and I just thought it was so sweet. And I know he was holding his tears back, but he did a lot better of a job than I did. And my brother did too. And, the whole time during the speech, I was just like, tears were coming down my eyes. I was trying to control it, but I felt like that was the moment to really let them know what kind of impact they had on me. But I just think the whole day in general was so much fun, because usually I'm not the type to, I'm kind of more reserved when it comes to like dancing and jumping around in like public, and that for a fact, because I like won't shuffle with him.
No.
But I was dancing with everybody. I took Alma, and
Let's
we were
go.
dancing the whole time, and it was just a fun moment.
It sounds
being
very,
there.
very wholesome. It sounds great.
Mhm.
Like
It was a
sounds like
really good. It was a
overall
really good day,
time.
and I think the funniest part was the venue told us that they have bears in the area, and that's why they don't have. That's why they don't have the cake set up outside anymore. But we
Oh,
saw
damn.
deers running outside past like all the chairs, and then.
So was the venue completely excluded from like everything? It's just
Yeah,
some
dude, it
random
was, like,
shack in the
dead-
woods kind of
dead
thing.
silent.
Not shack. I don't mean to say that, but just
Yeah.
like a random like.
Mhm.
Oh,
Shack.
damn. No
Shack.
shack.
But
I
yeah,
didn't mean to say that.
it pretty much was, and so like that part of the speech that
that-
I said was pretty much what I said.
Yeah. And then
From the actual speech, and then it was just
and then you close it out and just ran. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and then one of the key points of my speech was, my grandpa passed away last year, and I just basically said if he could live for one more moment just through my eyes to see that his granddaughter's in safe hands,
Dude.
then he would know that Yeah.
That's
Wowzer,
awesome.
you're about to start crying
That's
right now.
that's
I'm holding
awesome.
it back.
Oh,
shit.
Just
I,
thinking
but
about it.
I get
yeah.
it though. I really do. I admire it.
I was
really.
gonna say too, like a lot of times in life, things become, you get into routine and habits, and you go to
Mhm.
work, and you have a lot of days that are like
Just repeat.
just awful, and like you don't want to do it, but like those are the moments, those are just gifts. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
they
get
truly
those
are.
and you like you said, it's just that's the times where you just let all the emotion and everything, everything comes out.
Yeah.
And also too, like your grandpa passed away. My grandma passed away this summer as well, and so I can relate to it too, because I had to give a eulogy speech. Well, I didn't have to. I was lucky enough to give a eulogy speech for my grandmother, and like it brings out so much emotion, because these are like the people that you spent your entire life with. This is who you became yourself with.
Yeah.
And they raise you, and like there's so much, like that's the beauty of life too, and like you said, like you wish your grandfather could see it. And I don't know if you want to get too deep into like afterlife, and like, but they do see it, they feel it, like like, so I think it's great that you're able to have that moment. Everyone is gifted with moments like that in their life usually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think that's just
Yeah. I'm
very
looking.
cool moments.
Yeah, for sure.
And the more of them you can make, the better.
Yeah.
The harder.
Exactly.
I think that entire
I think
day
we're also
is gonna
getting
be
to that age now, though,
Yeah.
where like
Getting older.
that stuff's gonna start coming up, where like siblings and parents and grandparents, everything starts to happen at this age where you just don't know what you have going forward all the time. I think it's
And you're not meant to know. Like you're not meant to know if your happiest day is gonna be
exactly
walking
yeah.
your wife down, or seeing your sister, but you just kind of like flow through life, and then sometimes the moments pop and you enjoy them, and that's when that's life.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the one thing that I wish happened at the wedding, I love hearing like vows like being exchanged.
Right.
But they did theirs in private, and I forgot what the poem was, but instead they decided to have their best friend, who is a lawyer and actually got them married at the venue, say a speech, and it was the sweetest speech ever. And I'll find it and I'll show you guys, but I just thought it was like the sweetest thing ever. I love vows, but they didn't do it. Obviously, they did it in private.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, I mean, just to kind of like bring it back together and like bring it back more, and like I would say not even just like the sad aspect of it, but like more positive. I just thought it was fun seeing everyone together.
Exactly.
You know, it's the same thing like we said earlier. Every time you can get somebody together for like such a positive thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
It really brings out the best, and I think everybody really enjoyed it. So
That's good. As long as it was a positive statement on everybody, like that's all you can go for, right? So, I don't know. I'm happy for her. I know I haven't really gotten to know your family too well, but they've always been good to me. So I only want the best for them, right? So,
yeah.
I'm glad that it was a good night for them.
They also
Truly.
went to Portugal yesterday.
Damn.
So they'll be
dude.
in Portugal for 2 weeks for their honeymoon.
That was the honeymoon?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
son.
so they're in Portugal. They'll be in like 4 different spots in the country.
That's
Where they go?
sick.
Because I
They're,
went this summer.
I think.
Really?
I went this
Damn.
summer for
I gotta look at
2
the
days.
group chat.
Lisbon,
the family
probably?
text. Yeah, they're doing Lisbon, and then
Lisbon. It's,
Lisbon.
Lisboa.
Lisbon.
Portugal is a beautiful area.
it is. Where are they?
Dude, that's what we should
they're
do
in,
one of these years. Instead of going to so many shows, let's just save up and just go to the fucking.
Portimao.
Portimao.
Let's
I
dip
stayed in
out.
Portimao.
I'm still
Yeah,
on it.
that's
Let's
where
dip
they're
out.
Right on the beach.
Yeah.
And the landscape there, I did not expect. So, it's in Portugal, it's right. So, there's the ocean, and then there's like Sintra, which is like this rainforest, almost like the Amazon. Well, not like it's not as big as the Amazon, but it's 30 minutes away from Portimao, and it's like this unbelievable mixture of like different types of like trees. I've never seen so many different types of trees and animals, and then the landscape shifts from the like higher up, like mountainy range and rainforest down into the rocky,
I would love that to experience that.
Ocean, and the food there is, I mean, everything there is just elite. It's beautiful. And another thing I want to add too is like just the
awesome.
people, and like everything there feels so much more pure. Like when I went there, I felt like a pure person. The fruit tastes different. It smells different.
Oh yeah.
The people are like happy. You know, they're willing to sit down and talk to you. They're not like in a rush. Like they, you know, like people here, they're always acting like they've got some place to be or something to do. Like there, if you like go up to someone, I mean, I'm sure it's like that. It's like that. You can find people everywhere, but just the people and like again the energy.
It's just a different. It's a different type.
Are you Portuguese?
No, I'm Mexican. Both my parents are
Okay. I think it's about time for Jarvis. We get Jarvis in this, John. I've been texting him in here. He kind of gave us some bullshit ass topics.
Is that the whole thing that you were like?
Dude, literally, I was sitting on my phone like, what the fuck? But I said, give us a crazy theory to talk about. I said,
Mr.
how about we
Jarvis.
explore the theory of parallel universes? Imagine a world where every decision creates a new reality.
It does.
So
dude,
for me,
it
like,
does.
I think about
What? This is awesome. What?
Yeah, dude, Jarvis popped off this time, but I think about like Doctor Strange, and you go into something else and you change something, and it affects everything else. Which you can look at like fiction topics, but for me, I honestly don't know how I feel about parallel
with Marvel?
universes. Do you think there's really an alternate timeline of where everyone else exists while you're making your own decisions?
I could really.
Dude, no.
These two.
Like,
You went with, but I just want to address. You went with a Marvel analogy, dude. Like,
I think so. Yeah, I
Doctor
think it's
Strange?
fair to say that
there's so much more.
in life, like there's infinite possibility, right? Like,
Exactly.
So every day you have if you wanted to really break it down to like very microscopic, like you have infinite decisions in a day. So
Right.
if you're doing the right things, if you're like building habits, you're going to sleep at the right time, you're waking up, you're eating, you're exercising, you're journaling, you're writing down, like you're developing thought and like trying to bring what you want in your life out, then yes, you could say, you know, I bet there's a whole spectrum of where your life could end up.
Could have been and
could have been what you
could
could be,
have.
what you are.
Right,
So
right.
if you want to put it into that, yes, like
I dive into that a lot with like hockey, like how it could have gone.
exactly.
And
That's
the
where
projections,
that's where I'm
right?
at with just
And
life.
even current day life, like if I make certain decisions now, how it should affect, and if I, you know, the consequences of some
So then also, like in this life, you have a beginning and an end, right? You have a timeline,
right.
but if you want to think about it, we woke up one day and we were born in this body. Like we didn't choose to be born in this body or who our parents were or where we lived, right?
Oh
But-
god.
So
I
so
didn't want to be born.
so and then if you want to think about it too, like
We won the race.
I have this conversation
We won
with a
the
lot
race.
of people where it's like, okay, you're just one human, right? Like a lot of times you think you matter to like the big scheme of things, and I experienced this like, well, just for example, last year like I didn't play hockey, and like I thought like, oh, I'm not playing, but the show goes on, everything moves on, right?
Yeah.
So like to think, to your perspective, you really are everything. Like when you're like you are everything to yourself, right? But in reality, you're a speck of a speck of a speck. Like you are just a small cell of many cells. You're another cell. He's a cell to the, to the community,
molecules.
to the city, to the state, to the country, to the earth. And then if you look at, I'm sure you guys have seen the how big the Earth is in the universe. It's absolutely
Earth is flat, bro.
Nothing.
Yeah, the Earth is flat.
There's
So-
Stop.
Dude, it is.
Stop it.
Look at the fucking map,
Stop.
bro.
So
Throw up the map.
That's also like why
It's flat.
like it's good to take things seriously, but it's never good to get like angry and take stuff out on other people because
Right, let it roll off.
just like flow, like let everything like try your best and be a good person, and then like usually good things come.
But nah, I mean, but with the parallel like universe, like I definitely do believe that if there are some actions taken, that some other consequences obviously will come. But I know, like I always think about like how things could have been and what could have happened, but at the end of the day, I'm happy and trying to expand on where I am now.
Last
You know.
one I want to say is
Oh, he's on it.
George
So-
loves this shit.
So, yeah, for me, like, you know, I have a dream, and I've always had a dream of like wanting to be an athlete. And you know, so many times in this life, you know, you have people doubts and fear and like people saying you can't do it, but like you really have, you know, you get one chance in this life, right? And if you truly want something and you want to go get it, nobody should be able to tell you, like, of course there's always going to be haters, there's going to be doubters, there's going to be people who say, you know, like, you know, your podcast is terrible, no one's going to watch your podcast. But in reality,
Get him off. Get him.
if you watch it, our podcast,
Set him off.
if you truly see the vision and you cannot jump, you know, 10 steps, you got to take it one thing at a time. And you know, it's not fair to let other people and external factors influence what you know is true, because you know this you do get, you know, messages, you get feelings, you have this beautiful mind that is able to, you know, help guide your body and your soul and everything to where you want to go. So nothing should ever stop you. You
Yeah.
want to keep doing this podcast, keep doing it, keep working, make it better.
I don't want to do it
expand.
I'm on my 33%.
You're selling us 33%.
We're back
I'm
on
on
it.
33%. I'm out of here. But you guys have any final closing topics? Because I think it's about that time.
I don't know. I mean,
There are infinite amount of universes with every action
yeah, exactly.
ever taken.
I completely
Every single
agree.
moment.
Butterfly effect.
I completely agree. There's definitely some moments
Scott. Look at
where
study Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
No, it's good to be back.
No, it is.
I know we kind of pushed it a little
I
bit.
want to
long.
get back into the
It
flow.
was my fault. My fault.
No, stop
we're
saying
good.
it's your fault.
We're-
Take it on me. I'll take it on me.
We're getting back into the flow. We're good.
We're wrapping it up. Episode 5. Is that
Yep.
it?
I think
All
this
right.
is
Dap
it.
ups. Finish on
This
the
is
dap
it.
ups.
Thank you,
We
Georgie.
need Georgie
for
back
us.
for his own.
Yeah,
his own
we'll
app.
get deep into his mind.
I think it's time for some interviews. So
Thank you, Kata.
yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Kata.
Kata. Thank you, Georgie.
And
We'll get
and
Noah
I think
back in here.
I think we really want to bring in Noah. Real quick.
Even though
He said, "Oh fuck."
He said, "Oh fuck." We just want to welcome back our roommate, Noah, Mr. Noah Philo.
Yeah, that was.
that's it.
That's it.
All right, we ready for sponsors? You want to get ready with sponsors? So we got our sponsor for today. We got Virgin Mary. Holy Spirit to bless. Got hoodie here. Hit me up if you want a fucking hoodie. I'll get you a fucking hoodie because
Get yourself a hoodie.
Whatever y'all want, you can get.
They're comfy.
The other
Come
place
on.
is greener, pushing weight, and la noria carniceria y taqueria.
It's just
If you want the
banging,
best
son.
Mexican food, that's where you go. So.
Literally.
It's my place, and I really enjoy it. So check it out.
And it's nice. It's nice.
See ya.